How you doing? I'm Darren with Kickin Barbecue. If this is your first time to the channel, then welcome. If you've been here before, then welcome back. Today, I have something truly special for you. We are going to be doing smoked mac and cheese bacon cups. If you've never heard of them, you're not alone. I hadn't heard of them until recently when my good friend Ryan Hagedon over at Michigan Traeger on Instagram and Facebook came up with this recipe. Ryan's a member of Team Sucklebusters. I've gotten to know him really well over the past year. He's an awesome guy. He has some great content, great photos, and now he has this great recipe. And I talked to him and I said, hey man, that would make a really great video. And he said, well, hey, you're the YouTube guy, I'm the Instagram guy. He's like, why don't you do a video on it? So with his permission, I'm gonna go ahead and do this video. It's gonna be very similar to his recipe, which I will have a link for down below. It's on the Sucklebusters website. He did a fantastic job for it. We're gonna be using Sucklebusters products, but be switching out a few things and change the method a little bit of how I'm gonna do it to fit my grill's needs and everything else. So without further ado, it's pretty simple. We got bacon, we got a muffin tin, and we got the ingredients for mac and cheese. So I'm gonna quit yapping. I'm gonna show you how we're gonna get these bacon cups ready to get out on the smoker. So let's bring you in. Okay guys, so to prep these bacon cups, it seems fairly straightforward. What we're gonna do is I just have some regular bacon here. It's not thick cut, it's just regular old bacon. I assume you can use whatever bacon you want, but I went with what was easy. So at this point, it's recommended, I got 12 slices here, and what Ryan says to do is we're just gonna go ahead and cut it in half. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. And then we're gonna take our muffin pan here, and we're gonna lay one strip over in an X fashion, and then we're gonna take a whole strip and just kinda wrap that around to form our bacon cups like so. Go ahead and get that on there like that. So you can see we have a little bit of a cup there, and this is how we're gonna cook it out on the smoker. We're gonna leave it on this pan and just cook it upright like this. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you one more time what we're doing here. So take a strip of bacon, go ahead and cut it in half, and the knife we're using today is the de facto butcher knife. We will take our muffin pan, and I'm actually going to go ahead and just kind of space them out just to leave a little room for them to breathe. And go ahead and do an X. Go ahead and take another strip of bacon, a whole strip this time, and we're just going to go ahead and wrap it around. Try and get it semi-tight, I think, so it will hold your mac and cheese. Just kind of form it and play with it until you get what you want. So yeah, so seems fairly straightforward, fairly easy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of these done, and I will bring you back. Okay guys, and you can see we now have all our bacon cups ready to go, and what I did is just kind of come in and pinch the edges, kind of forming a tight cup on them. And then what he recommended in his recipe was using some of the Sucklebusters Sugar Daddy, which is a sweet rub, which is actually pretty smart because your macaroni and cheese is going to be savory, the bacon is going to have a touch of sweetness, it's going to be nice and balanced of that kind of sweet and savory and salty. And obviously the bacon's salty, so really no reason to add any more salt to the bacon at this point. So kind of a smart idea to go ahead and use this. So I'm going to go ahead and get these seasoned up with some Sugar Daddy. Okay guys, now we've gone ahead and got our bacon cups seasoned up. The only thing left to do is to cook these. We're gonna get these out to the smoker. We're cooking on the pitboss Pro Series 1600 today. We're gonna be running at 300 degrees. And I think he said his cook time was anywhere from about 45 minutes to an hour. I think he ran at 350. So I'm just gonna, since this is my first time doing this, I'm just gonna run at 300 and keep an eye on these. I don't wanna overcook them. You don't want them to get crumbly. You still want that bacon to kind of have that bacon chew to it. So I'll meet you guys out at the pit. Okay guys, you can see we're running at 300 degrees. Go ahead and check on our bacon cups. We just got them in there, they're looking good. I'm gonna set a timer for 30 minutes and then maybe come out and check on them, rotate them if we need to for even cooking. The pellets we're running today are Bear Mountain Sweet Barbecue, so it's gonna give it a nice little kiss of smoke on there. So I'm gonna get this closed up and we'll come out and check on it in 30 minutes or so. See you then. Okay guys, while our bacon cups are smoking out on the smoker and getting right, we're gonna go ahead and get started on our macaroni and cheese. The shells I'm using today are medium shells, and Ryan's recommendation was to cook it for a minute less than what the product recommendation was. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and cook these for 10 minutes. The recommendation of cooking them for a minute less is because these are gonna go back out on the smoker to finish off, and you don't want your noodles too tender, but I know how my stovetop works, and I'd say 10 minutes is probably gonna be right, but we are going to check it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these cooked, and I will bring you back. All right, it's been 30 minutes. We're gonna go ahead and check on our bacon cups, and look at those. Those look fantastic. Starting to get some really nice color, starting to cook up. I'm gonna probably give these another 15-20 minutes and come out and check them. I'm gonna go ahead and get the mac and cheese finished up, so I am not going to bring you out, but I will let you know the total cook time on these for me when I bring you back. So we'll see you guys inside, and we'll get the cheese sauce going. Okay guys, so here you can see I have about 6 tablespoons of butter I'm gonna melt down. Okay guys, you can see our butter's melted. We're gonna go ahead and add our flour. And at this point, we are gonna whisk for 1 minute. I'm gonna go ahead and just whisk this all in, get it all nice and incorporated. If you guys have never made your own cheese sauce, this is definitely the basis of it. It's gonna be absolutely delicious. Okay guys, so it's been 1 minute. At this point, we're gonna add 5.5 cups of milk to this. And you just want to continue stirring. Slowly add your milk to it. And I use 2% on this because mac and cheese is not supposed to be healthy. Okay, now at this point we're just going to continue to stir until it thickens up, and then we'll go ahead and add our cheese. Also at this point, I'm going to go ahead and just add a little bit of this Tailgater's Barbecue Party Rub, just for a little bit of flavor. And we'll also season the mac and cheese. Okay guys, so after this is thickened up, we're going to go ahead and add our cheese. And what I have here is 2 cups of cheddar cheese, 1 cup of Parmesan, 1 cup of mozzarella, and 2 cups of smoky bacon cheddar. And this is different than Ryan's recipe. Once again, his recipe will be in the description below, and I'll also throw mine in there as well for what I use. So I'm gonna go ahead and add this. And we're just gonna go ahead and stir it and let this cheese melt in there, and this is what's gonna make us a cheese sauce, so I'll bring you back when we have a cheese sauce. Okay guys, now at this point here we have our cheese sauce. Everything's melted. You can see it's thickened up. It's almost melted. I'm gonna go ahead and take my pasta shells and get them in here with the cheese sauce. I'm just gonna go ahead and mix this all up and incorporate it. That is looking great. And you might be thinking that the sauce looks a little thin, but you actually want it like that because it's going to thicken up as it cooks out on the smoker in those bacon cups. So this should be a pretty great consistency. And I mean, look at that cheesy goodness right there. This is going to be awesome. I can already tell. This is pretty similar to the mac and cheese recipe that I use, but I'm really excited to try it. So at this point too, I just want to go ahead and add a little bit more of this party rub. Get some nice seasoning in there, some savory notes to go along with the sweetness of the bacon cups. So we'll just go ahead and get that all incorporated. At this point, I'm going to kill the heat and just kind of let this sit. And we will go and check on our bacon cups and see how they're looking. So I will meet you guys outside. Alright guys, so it has been another 20 minutes. We're going to go ahead and check on the bacon cups. And look at those. I'd say that's looking pretty dang good. So I'm going to get these off and get them inside. And Ryan said to go ahead and let them cool completely and then remove them from the rack. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to bring you back when it's time to fill these bad boys up and let you know how long I let them cool and all that good stuff. So we'll see you guys in the house. Okay guys, it's been about 10 minutes. These didn't take long to cool down at all. So I'm going to trim the edges here into this bowl so I can take these excess and put them on top of the mac and cheese cups. So just going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and get these all filled up and I'll bring you back. Okay guys, and you can see we have our bacon mac and cheese cups here ready to go. So at this point we're going to go get them out on the smoker and finish them off. So I'll meet you guys outside. Okay guys. See, we have our bacon mac and cheese cups going here. We're just gonna go ahead and let these kind of set up and finish off here out here for, I don't know, 10-15 minutes. So I will see you guys when it's time to do the taste test. But man, those are looking delicious. So see you guys for the taste test. All right guys, and here they are. Here is our mac and cheese bacon cups. They look absolutely wonderful. They smell delicious. I can't wait to try them. This recipe was absolutely awesome. So thanks again to Ryan for letting me make this video. I really appreciate it. The only thing I'm not sure on is how to eat these. So I guess what we'll do is we'll go ahead and try the mac and cheese right out of the cup. It's delicious. It's great mac and cheese. Has wonderful flavor, savory, everything you're looking for in a mac and cheese, a homemade mac and cheese. Now, this one broke, so this one ended up being my taste tester. So what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and get a bite of this. Wow, that is absolutely delicious. That bacon is phenomenal. That sugar daddy on there, absolutely genius. The mac and cheese is savory. The bacon's got a sweetness to it, has awesome flavor. I'm gonna go ahead and get me another bite. It all just works together and it's wonderful. I mean, these are 2-bite cups for me. Guys, I can see myself making these all summer long. They're gonna be absolutely delicious. People are gonna love them. Like I said, all the flavors just work. So again, thank you to Ryan for letting me do this video. I'm gonna leave all of his social media stuff down below. Go ahead and check him out. I'm also gonna have links for everything I use below if you guys are interested in that. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to like, subscribe, ring that bell, stay safe, and we will see you next time.